This is Irene Woods, and today I want to share a very old technique. It's called latching, attaching, sometimes known as seaming with a latch tool. This used to be popular as a way to finish the edges of afghans or blankets. It lets you put on a doubled stockinette edge on the vertical seams, and it keeps the blanket from rolling. It's really very easy to do, and today I want to show you how. It begins with a small band on the outside edge, usually done in stockinette stitch. There's also normally a fold line worked up the middle or up the center of this small narrow band on the outside. That lets it easily fold vertically, and it does not require much blocking or steaming to hold it in place. The band itself is knitted using sew as you go or join as you knit method. And now let's begin putting it together. After your band is completely knitted, remove the end loop on a large safety pin and bind off all the other stitches in that band all the way across. That will leave you one free stitch on the edge. It's important to get started correctly. Remove the safety pin from the end loop and then pull out the tail just from that one stitch. Of course, it can't ravel any farther anyway because you've bound everything off. What you need at this point is an open loop plus the tail. Insert your latch tool under the very first bar of green, just one strand. Now take the tail into the hook and pull it through the stitch. Go under 2 bars of green, and then with the tip of your latch tool, pick out one stitch on the edge. Insert your hook under 2 more bars of green, and then pull out one more loop and go all the way through what's on your hook. Repeat this all the way up. Go under 2 bars of green, pick out one loop of yellow, pull it through everything on the hook. Go under 2 bars of green, pick out one loop of yellow, and pull it through everything on the hook. Repeat this all the way to the end. When you get close to the end, pay careful attention because you need to end up with the same amount of stitches on the green and the yellow. Go under the final bar of green. There'll only be one this time. Usually there'll only be one. And then undo that last yellow stitch. It looks like 2, but it's really only 1. Catch the yellow tail, pull it through, tighten it up just a little bit, grab the tail and pull it through the final loop. Now you may need to adjust this a little bit, but it will straighten out. You just don't want a lumpy finish. Crimp it a little bit, fluff it up, pull it out, but really that's all you need to do. It lays quite well with no steaming whatever. And of course you can give it a little shot of steam if your yarn will tolerate it. Pretty neat. That's with absolutely no finishing. Now, let's try a slightly different method. This time, we're going to go under the yellow bars instead of the green ones. Go under 2 bars of yellow, pick out the yellow loop on the edge, and pull it through everything. Go under 2 bars of yellow, pick out another yellow edge loop, pull it through everything on the hook. Go under 2 more bars of yellow, pick out the edge loop, pull it through everything on the hook. Go under 2 more bars of yellow, pick out the edge loop, and pull it through. Now repeat this all the way to the end. When you get close to the end, pay careful attention that you end up with the same number of stitches, or the same number of rows, on each side. Now I just had a little bit of trouble getting caught, and that can happen. So, if you split the yarn, and some yarn is very splitty, it is a problem. Go under the last yellow bar, pick out the last stitch, pull it through everything on the hook, grab the yarn tail, pull it through, grab the yarn tail, pull it through again. Okay, give it a tug here and there, straighten it up just a little bit, but it looks really good with no blocking whatever. Now notice the difference when we turn these over. It looks slightly different on this side, and you'll notice a little more on this side. So I would recommend that you make a little sample and decide which you like better.